Welcome back to Mattie's Kitchen. Today I'll be making y'all some old-fashioned sloppy joe. I'll probably be adding a little more things that I didn't use a long time ago because I wasn't aware of it, but it's gonna be some good sloppy joe. And for my sloppy joe, I'll be using, of course, ground beef, but it's gonna be 93% ground beef. And this is altogether, this is 4 pounds of ground beef. And that's my meat. And my vegetable will be green peppers. And I chopped them pretty good. And here's onion. I use a yellow onion. And here's some garlic. All these are fresh ingredients. And here's my Poblano peppers. This is a sweet, mild chili pepper, and it's good when you put it with ground beef. And my dry will be pepper and some salt, and it's brown sugar. I don't think it'll be right without brown sugar, and maybe butter for my bread. And here's the onion again. This is mustard, yellow mustard, and this is Worcestershire sauce. And here's my ketchup, tomato ketchup. Okay, those are all the things I'll be using for that. Okay, y'all, I'm ready for to start it. I took my meat out the package, of course, and I'm getting ready to cook it until it brown. And what I'm doing mine is once it start browning, I add my vegetables in there once it almost cooks because I want the vegetable that I'll be using to season the meat. That's why I do it like that. You can put it in. Some people put it in as soon as they put the meat in, but I don't. I let it cook a little bit and get some of the water from the juice from the meat, and I take and do it like that. So I'm starting to cooking this right here. Sloppy joe is some of the easiest thing to cook, and this might be a lot of meat right here. You might take and cook it and freeze it a little bit. It's a lot. I don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna let that cook for a while, and I'm gonna get back with you. The red is some of the red is still in the meat, but I don't want to cook it all the way. I'm gonna drain it a little bit because when I add my vegetables in here, I want my vegetables to flavor the meat. So that's why I don't let it cook all the way. But make sure you drain it when you cooking sloppy joe. Make sure you drain it. I'm gonna put my vegetables right in here just put them in here, just pour them in here so they can simmer. This was a medium bell pepper, a whole one. And this was about 1.5 onions. And I'm not gonna use all of these. I'm just gonna put some in there and let them simmer a little bit so they won't be so hard. And see this pepper right here? This is a mild sweet chili pepper, Poblano. I hope I'm pronouncing. I have a hard time pronouncing that word, y'all, but I know what it means. See, that was half of that one. And I'm putting this in here. This is the season. And I don't want my vegetables so crunchy. That's why I'm doing it now. And then here's some garlic. You put this garlic in here. I use all this garlic. I don't let it simmer. I didn't put no grease in. I'm just going to let it cook a little bit, simmer. This is just flavoring the meat. Because when you're making a sloppy joe, your meat should be flavored, and when you do your sauce, you're going to flavor your sauce, your tomato ketchup, you're going to do it the way you want to do it, because that's what makes the sloppy joe, is the sauce. You can choose anything you want to put in yours, but if you don't have no good sauce, it's not going to taste good. So I try to make my sauce really good. Now I'm supposed to put the meat back in here. So it's gonna cook. I'm gonna season it. I just wanted my vegetable to do something. I mean, just so it won't be so crunchy in my sloppy joe. Like I said, you probably won't need this much. This probably feed a family of probably 6. This is a lot. So I'm gonna let this cook a little bit in here. Stir it up. And all I put in mine is salt and pepper, I already got garlic. I already got the vegetable. You don't want to overpower no sloppy joe. Like I said, I only use 4 vegetables. Garlic, onion, the peppers, the 2 bell peppers, the peppers and the Poblano peppers. And that's all I use. That's all you need. You don't want to overpower. Make it like garlic, like spaghetti sauce. Because Sloppy Joe has a little sweetness to it. So I'm going to let this cook and put some salt and pepper on here, like I say. And when these, like this meat, these vegetables going in there, that's going to be really good. Because they're cooking in it. Nothing to it. It takes a few minutes. I'm going to put some pepper in here. Sprinkle a little pepper over it. When you get through seasoning to your taste, make sure you taste it before you put your ketchup in it. The salt, some salt. And when I get through letting this cook for a while, I'm going to let it cook low because I just want the meat, I just want the vegetable to season in it. Ain't too much to it. Let this cook a little bit. And that smells so good with them green peppers and that Poblano pepper. It tastes so good. And the garlic and the onions. Season coming all in my nose. Yeah. I hope y'all having a happy holiday. Be careful, you know, make sure you keep your mask on, you know. I mean, if you're outside, you know, if you had your shot, they say you can take your mask off. But I'm still, most of the time I keep mine on, even if I'm outside, if I'm around people. Because sometimes you don't know where the person took and you don't have a right to ask them, have they taken their vaccine. So I just kind of, you know, keep my distance a little bit. But I still enjoy myself with my mask. Okay, get back with you when this cooked just a little bit. Okay, I'm about ready for my, I'm going to put a little, I'm going to taste it again. The spoon will taste it, because it seems like it needs a little bit in there. Pepper. Pretty good. I don't need anything. I really don't need anything. It was enough. So what I'm going to do now is add my tomato sauce and let it cook. Not sauce, y'all. Not sauce, ketchup. You know, I always saying something. We add some ketchup. This is, like I said, this is nothing to this dish. Probably have to add a little water to it. And you know, in Sloppy Joe, you need your mustard. Worcestershire sauce, and ketchup. That's about it. I'm getting my ketchup ready before I put the other stuff in there. Put a little water in there. Make sure y'all try it with the onions and stuff and see don't it taste better. You know, than just cooking it with just ground beef, salt, and pepper. Try it with that. Put some more ketchup in here. I'll use all of this. And if it's too thick, you can add just a little water. Some water to it. Like I said, this was 4 pounds of ground beef, a whole pepper, green pepper, and half of the Poblano, I guess. And half of that, and some garlic. Already kind of looking like Sloppy Joe already. But I know I need a little ketchup. Now I'm just going to add my other ingredients. So I'll put a little Worcestershire sauce in here. Put a little bit of this in here. Just a little bit. Well, it came out. That's about enough. It rolled out faster than I wanted to, but that's about enough. And we'll put this some mustard in here. Just a little bit. Not that much. I know how to measure it. I'm so used to doing this, so I don't never put too much in mine. I know. But you do need, I'll say that was probably about a 1/4 cup of mustard. Worcestershire sauce, probably just 2 dabs. Let this cook. It's getting there. Stir it up. Put a little more ketchup in there. What I got, let me see. Kind of low on my ketchup. I got enough. And you know you're going to put some brown sugar in here. Once this cook, you're going to let it cook. Once it starts cooking, you're going to see the juice coming. You don't want Sloppy Joe to be too wet. Because it's going to make like you're going to put it on a hamburger bun. So you don't want it to be too wet. And once it starts cooking, it breaks down. The water come in it. I'm going to let it cook. Okay, now put a little brown sugar in here. brown sugar. Put just a little bit. This is a big tablespoon and a half. I always taste it. And let it cook some. So when it's cooked by 30 minutes, you're going to see the difference. You'll be finished with the peppers going to cook in it, and the onions and the garlic and flavored up. The mustard and the Worcestershire sauce. It's going to be good. This is a good thing. I'm going to cook some fries with mine. While this is cooking, I'm going to cook me some French fries, which is good. Potato salad, but I prefer French fries. I'm going to cover this up. I prefer French fries with mine and let this cook for about until I'm going to taste it and see what else I need. Is that good and looking? It's looking good. Okay. Okay. Look how good this look, y'all. I mean, this is one of the best I've seen so far. Yeah, this is good, and I taste it. It tastes good. It just seasoned so good. I'm going to put it, all it's ready now is go on the plate. It cooked for about, you let it cook for about 45 minutes. I let it simmer for about 45 minutes. Sometimes it might not have enough gravy, but I don't like my bread to be so wet. Okay, I'm getting ready to put this on the plate. Look, see the peppers in it, how it look? Look at the green pepper, see how it looks? It's really good. It looks good, and it also tastes good. Okay, you all, here's the finishing touch of my sloppy joe. It is delicious, honey. Just cook it the way I told you to cook it. And I also added some fries with it, some home-cooked fries with it, which goes very well. All you need is a little ketchup with your fries and enjoy. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with somebody, and tune in again for my kitchen.